All right, and we are back with episode 2 with KJ. I hope y'all enjoying it so far. I told y'all some gems out there. You know, he's very reserved and laid back, but he will give some gems. All right, so we're gonna go right into our next question. So the next question is: have you ever tried any dating sites?
I have not
Okay.
actually. I've never done a dating site. I actually recently, back in probably like January, February, I thought about doing dating sites.
Okay.
But I don't know. I feel like there's a stigma around dating types right about now, especially like the big ones like Tinder and all that other all the big ones. There's
Yeah.
definitely a stigma to it right now.
Okay.
So I kind of think I'm just gonna stay away from them. I think I'm just gonna stick to the old usual. If I see somebody in public and I like them,
Well, how does that go for you? How did now for the three women that you mentioned? How did that go? Did you approach them? Did they approach you? How was that?
For my two first girlfriends, I approached them.
Okay.
Actually, no. Okay, my first girlfriend, I approached them. My second girlfriend is Amani's friend.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
one. So she kind of introduced us.
Okay.
And my third girlfriend, I went up to her first.
You went up to her.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. So how does that go? Is it smooth talking or is it,
I-
hey, girl?
Nah. if I had it like that, I'd finish it. If I had it like that, man. Anyway.
You here now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got. Some people got it like that. That was never me. I never had it like that.
Okay.
So I mean, I'll just try to go up there and be as normal as possible.
Okay.
Honestly, like I feel like the harder you try, as the saying goes, the harder you fall, or whatever.
I
how
get
that
it.
goes. I don't know. I just try to be normal.
Okay.
Try and be try and gauge their interest. Name all that.
The usual.
The usual.
The
Like,
usual.
nothing crazy.
Got
Like
you.
as any normal person would do.
Right. I
think.
guess you're right.
I feel like as a teenager, it's a little harder because you don't really know all your emotions like that. So you kind of like, as guys, you kind of go overboard. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So,
True. True.
I don't know how it is for women on their side, but
Yeah.
at least when I was in middle school and high school, you kind of like, there's either the ones that don't do enough or the ones that overdo it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got you.
And I was kind of like the one that overdid it, and then you
Oh,
kind of
okay.
learn from it.
Yeah.
Because you like
I got you.
you learn from it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go back to your age. I just feel like you've been 19 forever. I just knew that you were 20. I don't know.
20 this year, August 19th.
August 19th. What you gonna do for the big 2-0? You going out? You going to party? What you doing?
Probably nothing. I wanted to do a cruise for my birthday this year.
Really?
I wanted to, but I don't think it's gonna be able to happen.
Okay.
With, all the stuff that's going down this summer. There's a lot of stuff going down this summer.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't think that's gonna happen. But
Eventually, maybe your 21st.
yeah, that's probably. And people say that's probably when I should do it because legal drinking. age and
Legal
all that.
drinking.
I mean, never mind. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm not gonna
go on and
continue.
tell on yourself.
I'm not gonna continue that sentence. Yeah.
Go ahead and tell on yourself.
Yeah.
No, but what do you ever think that the women that you have chosen to date or talk to, do you think that they have any characteristics or traits of your mom?
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say with more of just their attitude on life. You know what I'm saying? How they approach stuff. I'd say pretty similar.
Okay.
Not many things I can tell people or things that can tell them what to do. They're gonna do whatever they want, regardless,
Okay.
because free will. But
Touché.
yeah, I feel like all the girls all the girlfriends that I have had that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
They're not really like not one to buck under anybody. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
you. I got you. Okay. Well, that's cool. So tell me some relationship or relationship deal breakers, red flags
Red flags.
when it comes to KJ.
I mean, in a relationship, like say we're already in a relationship,
Right.
I don't tolerate like that, like any disrespect type of stuff like that.
Okay.
On both sides, obviously. I'm
Yeah.
not going to disrespect you. Don't disrespect me.
Right.
That type of
Right.
deal. As nothing like that ever going to do that. I don't know.
I got it.
I honestly have no idea. And, like, just thinking on it right now, I can't tell you a red flag. What about
Okay.
you? What about you?
Oh.
What would be red flags for you?
Well, a red flag for me would be if you cannot communicate.
Oh, okay.
I am big on communication, and so if you can't communicate with me, that's first of all, the relationship's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Because if I'm doing all the talking and you're not, then
Yeah.
that's first of all, that's not a relationship. So yeah, I'm very big and keen on communication. So you have to be able to talk.
Yeah.
You know, about any and everything. You know what I'm saying? From the silly to the extremely serious.
Yeah.
So that's a red flag to me. I don't know if that, and I would think that would be something you would know from the beginning. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? If the
I got
person
you.
can, you know, so I'm gonna say that's yeah.
I feel like sometimes with that though, it kind of is like sometimes from the beginning you could tell, but then sometimes way further down the line you don't find out that
That's so true.
you can't communicate. Like you're not communicating the way I was,
Right. And
I want us to communicate.
exactly.
You know what
And
I'm saying?
then first of all, when you first meet somebody, chances are they're not giving you all their faults.
Yeah,
In the very beginning.
of course.
So,
Yeah.
you know, you find out stuff later on, which, you know, can be a gift and a curse, I guess. But yeah. So yeah, but that's I'm big on I'm big on that. You have to be able to communicate. I feel like that is, well, of course, you know, the cliche that's very important to be able to. So yeah.
I feel like I said, I'm gonna keep going back to high school because that's why I learned most of this stuff. My communication, even still, needs work. But in high school, God, was it awful! It was terrible. My communication was terrible.
Well, did you ever have conversations with your dad about that? Like, you know, what you should say, how you should say it, and things of that nature? Like guy talk?
Every now and then, but at that stage, I was kind of like,
I got this.
I got this. You know, I'm like that. I'm the man. Like what? I don't need no help. I got this. and then when you ask for help, it's already like overblown. You know, the pot's already boiling over. So I'm just like, Dad, come help me fix this impossible situation.
Impossible.
Yeah, yeah.
Hilarious. It's so true though that I get it. So is it important? Well, going back to that. So what were the things that, because I asked you about red flags and deal breakers. So what were the things that in your past relationships, what were the reasons why y'all broke up? If that's not too personal.
No, that's good. Well, I'll use my last one as an example. I don't like being treated as like, I don't know. The vibe I got, I don't know how to explain it exactly, but the vibe I got from it was like, I don't like being treated like, you know, like a kid, if that makes sense.
It makes sense.
Kind of being like, belittle is almost too much because they're not belittling you, but at the same time, they kind of like, they have this, you know,
that thing in their voice.
Yeah, the thing in their voice.
Yeah, I get it.
That gets you, and you're just like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like,
hello.
Don't do that.
Because I'm a tones person,
you know
so I
saying?
hear that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm grown. You grown. Don't do that. Like,
please
don't do that. So I will say, I guess that'd be the answer to your question. That'd be probably my biggest red flag.
Biggest red flag.
Treat me as an adult.
Yeah.
Don't treat me as a
talking
child.
down. Talking down.
Exactly. That's
like
probably
that.
a better word to say.
I get it. Totally get it. I totally get it. Okay.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah. No, that's and it's kind of like a slap in the face. Like, why do you feel like you even have to talk to me like that? You know?
Exactly.
Did it? Was it always like that?
I'll say more towards the end of my relationship, I noticed it.
Okay.
I really couldn't tell you if it was the whole way through.
Okay.
But more towards the end, like, because I think we dated for probably about 6 to 7 months.
Okay.
So I'd say right around like the maybe 6.5 months in, I started realizing like, I'm not liking the way you're talking to me. Like I don't like the way you're talking to me.
So in thinking back, had she always talked to you that way, or
I did start to I did have a retrospective and be like, yeah, like some of the things you be saying to me, I don't know, I don't really like the way you be saying that. Like the tone of your voice and the inflection. Inflection?
It's right.
Yeah,
inflection.
that word. I don't like it. So like I kind of saw it, but at the same time, like I said, sometimes I'm oblivious to these things. I just be like, I'll be going with the flow. Sometimes I don't even know like something wrong, and then it's like, hey,
You going with the flow, and
yeah.
she talking to you like you 3.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
Okay.
I don't know, like, come on now.
This
was
is
like,
not
everything
cool.
was good. Everything, and that kind of goes back to the point to where I was like, I'm not really good at communication. Or
Okay,
well, at that
okay.
time, like I said, I think I've gotten better.
You said I don't like it. Stop it right now. Pretty funny stuff. So with your I will go back to the 3 young ladies that you've mentioned. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever said I love you?
I think I said with my first girlfriend, but I don't think I meant it for her, to be honest.
Okay.
But even
Well, what made you say it then?
Because I was young. I didn't know what I was talking about. That was literally the reason. That's all I can say.
You
is
felt
I was
like you
young,
were supposed to say
and
it.
I was like, oh yeah, this is what I'm supposed to do right here. This is what they do in
Said
the movies.
right here.
This is what I'm supposed to do in the movies. This is the moment. This is the moment right here.
This is the
But
moment.
other than that, obviously I'm joking on that one. But I don't think I actually ever said I love you, Danny girl.
Okay. Now, was it because you just wasn't in love with them, or you weren't in love with them, or you didn't want to say it? Did they say it? Have you ever been told that by anyone other than your family?
No, but I've been told like a girl loved me before, and I said it back, but I don't know. I don't think I actually loved her for real.
Okay.
And now I think about it, like, well, that's you shouldn't do that. But at the same time, you're in the moment. You don't want to. You just whatever
mess it up.
you know what I'm saying. You're in the moment, and it's right in front of you. I was like, oh yeah, I love you too. Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
So then, what is love to you?
I don't know. I'll find out when I find it though.
Okay.
I feel like as soon as I find a person that I can be around all the time, they ain't gonna get on my nerves.
Well, good luck with that.
Well, I say it ain't gonna be perfect, but
It's not.
if I get tired of it, that's
You can go to your safe space.
Yeah,
and be by yourself.
Yeah,
And it'll be okay.
that's facts.
I love it. So do you think it's important to be friends first?
Yeah.
Were you friends with the young ladies first?
My first girlfriend, no.
Okay.
And I wouldn't, and that's probably why I wouldn't do that again.
Okay.
I don't ever mention her because
No, I don't want you to mention names.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't ever want to go back and relive that relationship. That's the only one I want to. The other two I speak about a lot.
Got
But
you.
The first one, or wait, what was the question again? My bad. My bad.
Is it important to be friends first?
Yeah, I think it's important to be friends first. At least now, that's how I see it. Because honestly, you're not gonna know anybody until you're friends with them first. You know what I'm saying? And
Totally.
it's at least for me, it's hard to jump right into a relationship. Cause like, how do you
even know what?
How do you know them if you won't know them?
That's
you know
true.
What I'm saying?
So then, how long does a friendship part last? In your eyes, in your opinion.
Vibes.
Got it.
Straight on vibes. Honestly, it really, because honestly, it can be. It honestly depends on how you go into a relationship thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Are you coming in thinking as a friendship, or are you coming in thinking as a relationship?
Right.
Like, eventually, I want to get into a relationship. Say I'm eventually want to get into a relationship. We can be friends for like a couple weeks, and then I'm gonna start,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
especially if, like you said, if the vibe is right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. If the vibes are right, it can move
Pretty
way quicker
swiftly.
than that.
Yeah,
It can
you're
move
right.
way slower than that. But if you come
Absolutely.
into it as like thinking as a friendship, you can just go.
Yeah.
Stay as a friendship.
As a friendship.
Sometimes it doesn't have to move into a relationship.
So do you because I've always wanted a male best friend.
Okay.
So have you ever had a female best friend? Like there were no feelings, there were nothing like that.
No, I don't think. I mean, I've had a couple of, like, women friends, but not like best.
They weren't best friends.
I wouldn't say I called them up every day and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, let me tell you about this girl." Nah, I ain't doing all that. I don't think I've done any of that before.
I think your sisters would be offended if you had a female best friend.
You know what? They probably would.
I think they definitely would.
Like, you call her up more than you call
What?
us.
Why would I'm in the house with you?
Exactly. Exactly.
So, do you think, are you scared to fall in love? Is there a fear there?
I definitely was at one point, like right after high school, I'd say.
Okay.
Just because at that point, I didn't really have a lot of like people around me at that time. So I was kind of like, I just wasn't. I didn't want to put myself out there and then get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
I don't know. At that point, I didn't.
Because that's very scary. Because that's what you're doing anyway.
Yeah.
When you even looking into getting a relationship, that's what you're doing. You're putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
To be either, it's going to either, of course, it's either going to fail or it's going to succeed.
Yeah.
But either way, you're going to put yourself out there, and then whatever it does, then that's when you got to figure out how you're going to handle the after part. Yeah, I get it. It. So we're probably coming toward the end of segment 2. So we're going to just end that right here, and then we're going to come back with some more questions with KJ.
Part 3. Come back.
Part 3.